Did you know that 2/3 of the stars we know today have Arabic names? This is just one of the many legacies of the Islamic Golden Age, a period from the 8th to the 11th century when the Muslim world led humanity in science, technology, and culture. But what happened to that legacy? Why did it decline, and what can we learn from it today? Let's dive in. During the Islamic Golden Age, the Muslim world was a beacon of knowledge. Caliphs like Al-Mansur and Harun al-Rashid established institutions like the House of Wisdom in Baghdad, where scholars from diverse backgrounds translated and expanded on works from Greece, Persia, India, and China. Thinkers like Al-Razi, Ibn Sina, and Al-Haytham weren't just scientists, they were polymaths, excelling in medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. The Quran itself encouraged exploration. Travel throughout the earth and see how he brings life into being. Quran 29:20. For these scholars, science was a way to understand God's creation. They believed in cause and effect, experimentation, and the pursuit of knowledge, no matter where it came from. But by the 11th century, this golden era began to fade. Why? Here are 5 key reasons. 1. The rise of anti-rational ideology. The surge of Asharite ideology in the 9th century, which disdained the rationalist approach and rejected the relationship between cause and effect in any natural order. Here's a famous example that was given by their proponents. When fire and cotton are placed in contact, the cotton is burned not because of the heat of the fire, but through God's direct intervention. That implies no element in this world has any physical or chemical property. In this case, what is there to learn in any natural science? What is there to achieve from experiential learning? By this belief, all sciences need to be trashed. In fact, more or less that was the point made by the Asherites. This view was opposed to the rationalist view that God has created the laws of nature and maintains them as the disciplines of creation and existence. 2. Political and religious conflicts. The Sunni-Shia divide led to ideological battles. Shia Ismailis were gaining power at the beginning of the 9th century from Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya to Egypt. They established a Fatimid dynasty in Egypt in 969 and further expanded to Syria and Sicily. They were seen as a significant threat by the Sunni rulers. To counter the Shia emergence on the ideological front, the Seljuk Grand Vizier Nizam-ul-Mulk founded Nizamiya Madrasas and spread it across the Muslim world for Sunni religious studies. 3. Bifurcation of knowledge. For the first time in Islamic history, religious studies became regulated. The religious sciences, Quran, Hadith, and Fiqh, jurisprudence, were said to be the finest field of studies by the prominent Sunni religious scholars of that time. Religious studies were elevated, while natural sciences like physics were deemed unnecessary. Greek philosophy, once celebrated, was sidelined. 4. Loss of patronage. Caliphs shifted support from rationalists to traditionalists. Great scholars such as Ibn Sina, Al-Farabi were disrespected, Ibn Rushd disgraced and exiled, his writings were banned and his books burned. 5. Economic incentives. Religious studies became more lucrative. Graduates from Nizamiya were given priority in key government jobs, namely in the judiciary, in jurisprudence, and other administrative positions. Science lost its prestige. Nizamiya Madrasas focused on religious studies at the expense of independent inquiry. While the Muslim world turned inward, Europe rose. The fall in Arabic science was met by the rise of science in the West. Europe translated the classical and scientific works from Arabic to Latin. By the early 13th century, Europe had formally incorporated Arabic science into the curricula of their universities. The scholarly work of Ibn Rushd and Ibn Sina were taught in European universities for centuries, laying the foundation for the Renaissance and the scientific revolution. Meanwhile, the Ottoman Empire banned the printing press for printing Arabic text for centuries, delaying progress in the Muslim world. By the time Napoleon invaded Egypt in 1798, the Muslim world was centuries behind in science and technology. Napoleon's army was far superior and had modern war machinery, equipment, and technology. The entire Arab and Muslim lands were up for grabs by anyone in possession of advanced scientific and military power. One wrong turn in history, most likely taken due to some political and ideological reason, did cost the Muslims unimaginable negative consequences that are even continuing till this day. So what can we learn from this? Embrace free inquiry. The House of Wisdom thrived because it welcomed diverse ideas. We need institutions that do the same today. Unify knowledge. The Quran doesn't separate religious and scientific knowledge. Neither should we. Learn from the best. Just as the Abbasids learned from Greece, India, and China, we must learn from global leaders in science and technology today. Adapt to change. The rules of power have changed. Economic and military strength now flow from superior science and technology. The Islamic Golden Age reminds us that Muslims were once pioneers of human progress. But pride in the past isn't enough. We need self-criticism, openness, and a renewed commitment to knowledge. As the Quran says, "Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth are signs for those of understanding." Quran 3:190. Let's reclaim that spirit of inquiry. Let's build a new golden age, not just for Muslims, but for all of humanity. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's spark a conversation about how we can revive the culture of scientific inquiry. See you in the next video.